Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. This is a project update on Bloktopia in terms of price analysis. It doesn't look too good, to be honest, does it? I mean, ever since the launch back in October, we had a good rise. Obviously, when the word metaverse was getting thrown about left, right, and centre, and it was looking good. But ever since then, we've had quite a few vesting unlocks, followed by general market sentiment, which has brought us down. So it is what it is. For me, solid project long term, and when the metaverse does get into full swing, maybe in the next 2 to 3 years, I think looking back at these prices, you could be laughing at yourself at taking that opportunity. So let's have a look at the past. We'll go on the weekly time frame to start with, and then we'll work his way down. And in reality, there's not much support down there, to be honest. We had the launch there on KuCoin on the 4th of October, and it was a great launch. I mean, from the bottom to the top, we did a significant rise. If we just look at that from the launch all the way up to the top, look at that, absolutely ridiculous return there. But we're not anywhere close to it now. From the top, we've had a massive pullback. We're currently sitting at around 90% down from the all-time highs. And that's what's happened when you are in a state of, well, when you're in a bear market or when price actions just continue to go down, it will keep bleeding until eventually there's a bounce on Bitcoin. Down here though, there's not much support really on a weekly time frame, so we'll drop down to the let's have a look at 3 days, see if we can get anything down here. That was a support area there. So if you look at, not too strong, but if you look at that candle there where we rejected, we'll have a bit of a zoom in. We rejected off that candle there. We then flipped round and flipped it to support. Usually you need at least 2 touches from a wick on the same line to confirm it as support. More touches are better, but looking at current price action, if we go back in time, that's where we're currently sat, to be honest. We are in that support area, which is kind of resistance now. We are starting to drop below it. So just be wary that that is an area that if we did lose, we're gonna come right back down to the opening, which was absolutely miles away. We're currently set at 1.7 cent. I don't think we'll go down there, to be honest, down to 0.005, but just be wary. I think that if you look at this wick here, that's that's 1 cent. You probably, if you're looking to ladder some orders in, then look at 1 cent to start with, and let's see how the market goes. But in terms of moving averages, we'll have a look from the daily time frame. And we had that bearish cross. There's not much data really. I mean, when you're looking at assets like this, which are new, continue only lifted in October, there's not that much data other than price action going down. We only had from 6th of October until, look at that, 4 weeks worth of bullish action. We did get a major retracement, followed by another 4 weeks of price action, and it's sold off ever since. I think what needs to happen here is just a show of strength from the team by just continually pushing out updates, because that's what you need. If assets are selling off, in reality, people are either taking profit or they're losing confidence. So it is what it is. That's what happens when you have projects that are new and there's vesting in place and the market's going down at the same time. There's no bullish narrative for people to keep buying back in. So as you can see, the price is dropping, people are taking profit, and people are panicking really. People are starting to take profit on bags that are still up, and maybe at this state, if people buy now and here, people could actually be selling here and packing up and moving on. And that's what happens across the market. People really start to lose control of emotions. And especially if you're new to crypto last year, you saw that mammoth rise and then a ridiculous pullback. I think it would shake you up and probably piss you off. But price action, like I say, I think if you look, we're currently at 1.7 cent. I would target buys at around 1 cent all the way down to 0.5 cent if the market did allow. But it just depends what happens. Bitcoin's at 37k. If that did lose this area here, so look at this yellow trend line. If we did lose that trend line and start coming down here, alts would really start to take a battering, because a lot of people, like I say, will still be in decent profit on Bloktopia. But for any type of bullish price action, we need to get back above these EMA. So we've got that EMA there, which is around 2.2 cent, and then we've got the 50 at 3.2 cent. We've rejected all the way down, and whenever you see bearish price action, you are trading under both of those moving averages. You would expect at some stage when we do start to flip around that we test out 50. So you might, if you're looking for some sells, you might potentially get some sales up at 3.2 cent if the market does bounce, because it looks like a decent area to bounce now. Look at the RSI is on the floor, so that's ready for a bounce. Last time we was here into the oversold territory, we did get a good rally. It wasn't major, but if you look at that wick there to that wick, we managed to get a 47% bounce. So who knows, if we do touch this area again, you never know. We might get a little bit of a bounce back up and retest this moving average here and here. So for any type of bullish price action, we need to get back above that 50, and it's not looking like it a minute. Bitcoin's just bleeding their life out of everything, and as Bitcoin drops, the market drops, and vice versa. When Bitcoin does bounce, I mean, we're currently at 37k. If we did bounce and get back above these moving averages at 42k, then you would start to see a bit of bullish price action return to altcoins, and in turn Bloktopia. But so far, that's what I mentioned there. Buys not looking too good. You're probably going to continue to go down. I think if you're looking to take profit, and you are slightly in profit at the minute, we've got to zoom in right into that moving average 20, which is here. So look to take profit around 2.3 cent. If you're managing to get in quite early, if you manage to get down here and you're still slightly in profit, it could be a decent area to sell here at 2.3 cent. Or if the market does go a good bounce, maybe up to that 3.2 cent region. But that's it. That's it in terms of price analysis on Bloktopia. The general market sentiment is bearish. Everything's starting to drop. But it is what it is. In my opinion, I just see it as an opportunity. I managed to make myself financially safe a long time ago. Not in this asset, because I hold a little bit of this coin, but not too much. But if you're managing to, if you're worrying about price action now, you're probably slightly doing it wrong. But keep taking profit. Even if the market does bounce up and you're 10% up, skim a little bit off. Just keep taking profit, and I think eventually you will start to enjoy crypto a little bit more. So that's it. That's my thoughts on Bloktopia. Some price analysis there. If you've got any other assets you want me to cover, drop them in the comments below. I will pick the best one over the next couple of days, and then I'll do some price analysis on that too. And one thing just before we finish, if you are looking for some guidance, maybe some hand-on help, or even just a nice community with a great feel, come and join my Patreon. £10 a month, it's not a great deal. It's just, we put that fee there just to try and weed out all the scammers, and it is a clean server. All these sections down here, even an education bit down this section here with lots of lessons and anything you need to know about crypto, it is in there. And if it's not in there, give me a shout and we can do some lessons. We will be doing more live streams soon, and anything like, say, cryptocurrency orientated, it is in that chat, so why not check it out. So that's going to do it for today. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.